We pulled it through. Hello, thanks for watching the video. So I'm going to be replacing a pull cord on this Briggs & Stratton 14 horsepower Vanguard lawnmower. I break cords all the time with this, and I mean the valves are set good on it. I'll try to show you how I start it later on. And yeah, it's got an electric start here, or starter, but this is not the right starter, and so it's not engaging the flywheel, so I'm having to pull start this all the time. There's the remains of the last one a couple of days ago. Fortunately, I was able to, when that broke, it was the pull that started the mower, so I was able to cut the grass, so that was a fortunate thing. So in the meantime, I have gotten another cord, and it looks like it's the same one as that, so I don't have great expectations for this. This is like the last one they had at the big box store, Home Depot. Yeah, we're going to go with this again. But yeah, what we're going to do is take this cover off here, and it's mounted by 4 bolts. They're all different, as you see here, because I take it off a lot. Yeah, I just set it right down here, but okay, so this seems to still be intact. Sometimes this will loosen up. There's a spring underneath here, but everything is good here. We got the little paws that flare out and catch in here in this cup. As you can see, the cup is wearing badly. So I need to replace it with a new cup. I think I tried to do that, but I couldn't find the part. But you can see little grains of where it's worn of metal. Okay, so and then the cup is bolted on right here. That seems to still be good. Sometimes that will loosen up. But everything looks okay. We just need to put the cord in. So we're going to open our new one up. One thing I've noticed is that this is actually for a walk behind. Here's what it fits. So this is obviously not a walk behind, so that could be the reason it breaks all the time. Yeah, let me get this opened up. And we have instructions on the back here, but I'm just going to fudge it. I normally do everything else. It did say to measure the old belt, but that's so. This actually been pieced together. I pieced it together, so I really can't measure it accurately. So I got another way I'm going to do this. Here's a cord. It's 88 inches. I'm thinking maybe even half of that. Maybe not even half of that. I'm going to take the cord and put it in the handle now before it starts fraying out. And we will tie a temporary knot. Just to keep it from falling back off while we work with it. Something like that right there. Okay, alright, now we'll put it into the cover, and then we'll slide it into the recoil hole. Alright, here's our outside cover hole. The string goes in, and then it has to match up with the recoil. This is plastic via the inner. This recoil here, see the hole right there? Let me see that right there. Alright, so looking at that hole, it's pretty big. Now I have tied like 4 knots before and still pulled it through this hole here. Damn it. We pulled it through. I don't know if you can see the hole here. Let me see if I can give you a better shot. Yeah, it's about as good as I'm going to be able to do, but the hole right there, that's about as good as I'm going to do, but the hole right there is actually bigger than what it may look like. And like I said, I tied like 4 knots on top of each other and have still pulled it through from, before. So I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Okay, so yeah, what I'm going to try today is we've got the hole, the cover, we've got the hole here, just waiting for our cord to come through. I'm going to use this washer here on the inside. Hopefully that'll keep me from pulling the cord through. Because like I said, I think I have enough knots on it, it's big enough, and then sometimes it will pull through anyway. So yeah, what I'm trying to do is get it through there. So okay, there we go. Yeah, let's just drop this washer down on top. Maybe that'll help. So the washer hole is, we know how big the washer hole is. All right, so now I'm just going to tie a bunch of knots on top of each other. All right, we'll do one more. That'll be 4 actually. Get that on top. All right, I know, so it looks a little bit overkill, but especially since I've got my washer in place. Check it out. That should not come through. Okay, so now we're going to wind it, and we'll be winding it to the counterclockwise. That's where the spring tightens at, and that's going to pull our cord up. So let me get a place for that. All right, let's put it back on the mower now. Just lining the holes up. And we'll put our bolts back in place. Okay, so my recoil is probably not like anyone else's because the cup is worn, the whole thing is pretty worn. So I have to catch the pawls with in the cup, and sometimes it will skip. So look how much slack I've got here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull just a little bit, about like that right there. I'm going to use some hemostats, or you could use vice grips, and just clamp that right there. Okay, yeah, so I clamped it off right there. Now I'm not really expecting my handle to come all the way up there really nice and flush. I expect to have some slack actually. I'm not worried about that really. I always have, because this recoil is not ideal. So we'll see what we can do. But what I'm going to do now, since we tied the temporary knot, remember, I'm going to slide this down, and then we'll get closer here with about three or four knots on top of each other. Probably 3 would be satisfactory, and hope for the best. Okay. Let's put some fuel in it, some gas, and let's see if we can get it to start. I get to the carburetor. A lot of times I will take the cover off. Yeah, I used to take the cover off of the carburetor, put a little starter fluid in there to get it started. I've been able to start it without doing that lately, so we'll see what happens today. So here we are, first time putting our new pull cord back on. We'll see how well it's worked out, or going to work out here. You can also see how messed up this is. See, I got to do not have a lot of cord. Alright, so anyway, it's working again. You can see how dysfunctional it is, but I mean, it always starts up, usually under like 10 pulls, so that's really not so bad. So, I guess that'll be it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a nice day. Take care.